Good afternoon. This is Akashvani. I'm Anuja Kumar with the midday news. The headlines. Both houses of parliament adjourned till 2 p.m. following uproar over security breach incident in lower house. Lok Sabha Secretariat suspends 8 personnel for security lapse. Global Partnership on Artificial Intelligence Summit unanimously adopts New Delhi Declaration, agree to collaboratively develop AI applications in healthcare and agriculture. President Droupadi Murmu to confer awards on National Energy Conservation Day today. Sensex and Nifty hit record high as US Federal Reserve signals end of rate hikes. India to clash with Germany in semi-final of Hockey Men's Junior World Cup in Malaysia this afternoon. And in men's cricket, India to take on hosts South Africa in the third and final T20 International at Johannesburg this evening. And now the news in detail. Both houses of parliament were adjourned till 2 p.m. following an uproar by opposition over the security breach incident in the Lok Sabha yesterday. 2 men carrying smoke canisters jumped into the chamber of lower house from the visitors gallery during the 0 hour yesterday. They were arrested by the Delhi police along with 2 other persons who were protesting outside the parliament. When the Lok Sabha met this morning, opposition members, including Congress, DMK, TMC, JDU and others, started raising slogans on the security breach issue. They were demanding the government's statement in the House on the matter. Speaker Om Birla said all are concerned about the security of the parliament, and an all-party meeting of floor leaders was held yesterday in this regard.
संसद की सुरक्षा की जिम्मेदारी संसद सचिवालय की होती है और हम सब जानते हैं ये सब संसद सचिवालय और क्षेत्राधिकार संसद के अंदर आता है, विशेष रूप से लोकसभा के अंदर आता है और इसीलिए मैंने आपसे कल चर्चा की है, संवाद किया है, फिर हम चर्चा करेंगे.
Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh said an investigation has been ordered into the incident and a cautious approach must be taken by all in such sensitive issues.
बहुत ही दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण घटना है, इसमें कहीं दो मत नहीं है और आपने इसके तुरंत इसका संज्ञान लेते हुए इस मामले की पूरी जांच का आदेश दे दिया. मैं समझता हूं कि भविष्य में हम सारे सांसद, चाहे वो पक्ष के हों अथवा प्रतिपक्ष के हों, सभी को सावधानी बरतने की आवश्यकता है ताकि जिनको भी हम पास देते हैं ऐसे व्यक्ति को पास न दिया जाए जो जाकर इस प्रकार की अराजक स्थिति संसद भवन के अंदर पैदा कर दे.
Amid pandemonium, the Speaker tried to run the question hour but in vain. Later, he adjourned the House till 2 p.m. 8 security personnel have been suspended in the security breach incident. The action has been taken by the Lok Sabha Secretariat against them for security lapses in the Parliament. In Rajya Sabha, when the House met after adjournment at 12 noon, TMC MP Derek O'Brien was suspended from the upper house till the remainder of the winter session for his unruly behaviour. Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar named O'Brien for his gross misconduct in the House and defiance to the direction of the chair.
Member who has entered the well of the House as also the inner well and has been continuously shouting slogans, gesticulating aggressively at the chair, thereby disrupting proceedings of the House in utter disregard to the authority of the chair, and having been named by the chair, resolves that the above mentioned member, Sri Derek O'Brien, be suspended from the service of the Council for the remainder of the session under Rule 256.
Amid continued uproar over the issue, Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar adjourned the House till 2 p.m. Earlier, when the House met for the day, opposition parties demanded a discussion and Home Minister Amit Shah's statement over the issue. As the ruckus continued, the House was adjourned till 12 noon. News just in, Rajya Sabha has been adjourned till 2:30 p.m. Meanwhile, the Union Home Ministry has ordered an inquiry into the Parliament security breach incident on a request from Lok Sabha Secretariat. The ministry spokesperson said an inquiry committee has been set up under Central Reserve Police Force Director General Dayal Singh. The committee will submit its report with recommendations, including suggestions on improving security in the Parliament at the earliest. In another development, Delhi Police Special Cell has registered a case under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act or UAPA in the incident. The Haryana Police is also gathering information about them so that the details can be shared with Delhi Police, as all four accused were staying together at Gurugram. The government has taken several initiatives for equal opportunities and the welfare of women, along with ensuring their safety and security. Briefing media in New Delhi today, Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia said the Narendra Modi government has taken several steps for women's livelihood and progress, along with maintaining a better gender ratio in the country. Mr. Mandavia also talked about government measures to provide employment to women.
मोदी जी ने 7 पिलर पर वुमेन लेड डेवलपमेंट पर काम किया है। पहला, महिलाओं को सुरक्षा दी गई। दूसरा, सशक्त और संबल महिलाओं को कैसी बनाई जाए उसके लिए काम किया गया। महिलाओं की समृद्धि के लिए काम किया गया। महिलाओं का स्वीकार करा गया। जिस देश में और दुनिया में 50% समाज का हिस्सा महिला है, ये महिला का अस्तित्व का स्वीकार करके उसको बराबरी की भागीदारी देना, उसको विकास में शामिल करना बहुत आवश्यक होता है। महिलाओं को सुविधा उपलब्ध कराना, महिलाओं को सम्मान देना और महिलाओं के स्वास्थ्य की चिंता करना।
The Global Partnership on Artificial Intelligence, or GPAI Summit, adopted the New Delhi Declaration in the national capital yesterday. The declaration has been unanimously adopted by all 29 member nations of the GPAI. Union Minister of State for Information Technology, Rajiv Chandrasekhar, said the declaration agreed to collaboratively develop artificial intelligence applications in healthcare and agriculture, as well as including the needs of the Global South in the development of AI. Under the declaration, the GPAI will also focus on countries from the Global South and make available the benefits of AI platforms and solutions to all the people of the world. The minister said India has also proposed to host the GPAI Governance Summit to finalize a common minimum framework and principles for safe and trusted AI. The 3-day summit will conclude today. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. President Droupadi Murmu will confer the National Energy Conservation Awards 2023, National Energy Efficiency Innovation Awards 2023 and National Painting Competition on Energy Conservation 2023 in New Delhi today. These awards will be presented to a total of 63 winners on the occasion of National Energy Conservation Day today. The day aims to spread the message of the importance of conserving energy and to showcase the achievements of the nation in energy efficiency and conservation. The Army has rescued more than 800 tourists stranded due to heavy snowfall and inclement weather in Sikkim. The tourists, including elderly, women and children, got stranded in high-altitude areas of East Sikkim yesterday, following which the troops of 3 Shakti Corps swung into immediate action and rescued them. The rescue mission is still underway. The tourists are being moved to safer areas and being provided shelter, warm clothing, medical aid and hot meals. With the aim of making India a developed nation by 2047, the ongoing Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra has covered more than 1,300 villages and wards in Haryana, engaging over 640,000 people in the process. Under the Yatra, the information, education and communication vans to disseminate information regarding the central flagship welfare programs are traversing through every corner of the state. In a unique move, Chief Minister Manohar Lal has successfully linked the Yatra with Jan Bhagidari, generating a significant enthusiasm among citizens. We have a report.
भारत का अनमोल यही समय है.
In Haryana, the people are participating in the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra in large numbers. The yatra is reaching every village and assuring benefits of government welfare schemes to the eligible people at the spot. In Satrod village of Isar, Lakshmi, a beneficiary of Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, while sharing her experience, said,
पहले सिलेंडर नहीं था, अभी सिलेंडर मिला है. सिलेंडर नहीं था, बहुत दिक्कत हुई कर दी. लकड़ियों में खाना बनाना पड़ता चूल्हे से. सारी चीजों की सुविधा मिल रही है जी. धन्यवाद करते हैं जी मोदी जी का.
अश्विनी कुमार शर्मा, आकाशवाणी न्यूज, चंडीगढ़.
तुम उठो तिरंगा लहरा दो, भारत के भाग्य को फहरा दो.
India's permanent representative to the UN, Ambassador Ruchira Kamboj, said that India's initiative to include the African Union as a permanent member of the G20 under its presidency is a significant step in reform. She said the move should inspire the much older United Nations to make the Security Council contemporary. Addressing the Intergovernmental Negotiations meeting on Security Council reforms, Ms. Kamboj highlighted that upon India's initiative, the African Union became a permanent member of the G20 at the New Delhi summit in September this year. She said the inclusion ensured that an important and valuable voice from the Global South is added to an influential institution of global governance and decision-making. Ms. Kamboj also added that India, as the world's largest democracy, will continue to strive for the voice of the Global South to be heard on the urgency of the immediate action on UNSC reform. India and the European Free Trade Association member countries are inching closer towards an agreement on free trade. Switzerland's State Secretary for Economic Affairs, Hélène Bidlier-Artieda, said the dynamics of free trade agreement negotiations between India and the European Free Trade Association is very positive, with both sides in a position where they weren't closer before. The European Free Trade Association is an organization consisting of 4 European states: Iceland, Liechtenstein, Norway and Switzerland. In news just in, Lok Sabha has been adjourned till 3 p.m. Domestic benchmark indices, the Sensex and the Nifty, scaled new highs today, tracking a global market rally after the U.S. Federal Reserve kept its key interest rate unchanged and signaled the possibility of 3 rate cuts next year. Cheering the move, the Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange jumped over 796 points to hit its all-time peak of 70,381 in early trade. The Nifty advanced over 222 points to reach its record peak of 21,148. The U.S. Federal Reserve, in its monetary policy, has kept its key interest rates unchanged for a third straight time. The Fed kept its benchmark rate at about 5.4%, its highest level in 22 years. Speaking at a news conference last night, Chair Jerome H. Powell said that Fed officials signaled that they expect to make 3/4 point cuts to their benchmark rate next year.
It will be appropriate to cut rates at such time as inflation is coming down really significantly. And again, we're talking about a couple years out. I think, as anyone can see, not a single person on the committee wrote down a rate cut this year, nor do I think it is at all likely to be appropriate if you think about it. Inflation has not really moved down. It has not so far reacted much to our existing rate hikes, and so we're going to have to keep at it. The committee is completely unified in the need to get inflation down to 2%, and will do whatever it takes to get it down to 2% over time.
On to sports now. In hockey, India will lock horns with Germany in the semi-final of Men's Junior World Cup at Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia this afternoon. The match will start at 3:30 p.m. Indian time. Captain Uttam Singh-led Indian side entered the semi-finals after registering a 4-3 win over Netherlands in a thrilling quarter-finals match on Tuesday. In women's cricket, India were 261 for 4 in the post-lunch session on the opening day of the one-off test against England at the D.Y. Patil Sports Academy in Mumbai a short while ago. Earlier, Indian women's team skipper Harmanpreet Kaur won the toss and opted to bat first. In men's cricket, India will take on host South Africa in the third and final T20 International at Johannesburg this evening. The match will start at 8:30 p.m. Indian time. In the second match, the Proteas defeated India by 5 wickets in a rain-disrupted match in Gqeberha on Tuesday. The first match of the 3-match series was abandoned without the toss due to rain in Durban on Sunday. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Lok Sabha adjourned till 3 p.m. while Rajya Sabha till 2:30 p.m. following uproar over security breach incident in lower house. Lok Sabha Secretariat suspends 8 personnel for security lapse. Global Partnership on Artificial Intelligence Summit unanimously adopts New Delhi Declaration. Agreed to collaboratively develop AI applications in healthcare and agriculture. President Droupadi Murmu to confer awards on National Energy Conservation Day today. Sensex and Nifty hit record high as US Federal Reserve signals end of rate hikes. India to clash with Germany in semi-final of Hockey Men's Junior World Cup in Malaysia this afternoon. And in men's cricket, India to take on host South Africa in third and final T20 International at Johannesburg this evening. And with that, we end the midday news.